Hello everyone, Matt bringing you back another video. Today it's going to be on the 5-gallon bucket garden. Another update here. First, in this burpy little greenhouse, all my plants are sprouted and they're ready to be planted. Put that up for you guys. See that? So that's what I'm going to be doing today, planting them. And I'm also as well show you the process and how I did the buckets. See over here, got my garden soil out, got my tools. I'm going to be doing 4 more buckets today. What I'm going to do for the vining plants, I'm going to have these little cages, and I'm going to just put them on the edges of the buckets to allow the plants to grow up and all that. So I thought that was a good idea. So I'm going to use that, and you're going to see it when it's all done and all that. Alrighty, back here with the buckets. What I did, what I'll be showing you, is I filled this up to this line right here with all topsoil, and about an inch layer just covering the bottom. I put stones so it allowed drainage, and I put holes on the bottom of the bucket, which I'll show you as well. So it's all a good drainage and all that. This has been sitting here for a while, but yeah, as well I cut those slits to allow the garden, to allow the soaker hose to go through, and I'm going to be putting a fence around this because there's quite a few rabbits around here that like to steal your carrots and such and all your vegetables. So yeah, we're just going to get that done, and I'll just show you the process, so stay tuned. Okay everyone, I'm going to show you first on putting the drainage holes at the bottom. I'm going to show you how to do those ones first. That's how I like to go in the order. And this is actually the same exact bucket that I found in the woods that day. So funny little coincidence. Put this on camera again, but what you're going to do, just flip this around, and I have no real order in putting this. I don't have to do any exact measurements. I just put them in the areas which I feel will be the best. I do have safety glasses on, if you guys were wondering. I start off here with 1/4 inch drill bit, and then I go on to a 3/8. I need to make first a pilot hole for all of them to allow for the bigger drill bit to get through. So anyway, like I said, no order really, but I like to put first the center hole. Now, how I like to think of this though is like a compass. I go north, east, south, west. So, gonna make those holes now. Nothing exact. Okay, so now those holes are in. Now I like to make like northeast, southwest type holes. So between the previous holes, like this. So there's my northeast, southeast, southwest, and my northwest right there. So like I said, you can see they're not like perfectly lined up or anything, but that doesn't matter. I'm going to switch over to my larger drill bit here to make my holes slightly larger. It allows for this drill bit to slide in much better with that those holes already cut out for it. Alrighty. And I can see here, I have my holes all laid out, and now I just need to cut the slit in for my soaker hose to slide in. And how I do this is I just measure about a 1/2 inch, I think, around there. Yeah, 1/2 inch from the side. I come in and I put measurement tool here just to line up the holes. And this Sharpie's not really going to show up good because it's a black Sharpie, but it should make it. It should work. Yeah, it does. I make a line there and a line here, and then I do same for the other sides. And the distance between this is again a 1/2 inch, no, I mean 1.5 inches. Excuse me, if I said that before. It's 1.5 inches from the side and 1.5 inches for the diameter between the two holes, or the width. Excuse me. So you can use a hacksaw, any little saw you have to do this. Just be careful. What I use is like Milwaukee hacksaw. That's what it says. And I just cut my holes out, or my slits. Where I like the slits to go is just down to that last lip. If you can see on camera right, I like just to go down to that last lip, just to allow where the soil to be going and the soaker hose just to be above that. So I'm just gonna cut the camera, and I'll be back when all these slots are cut out. Okay, my slots are all cut out now, and it'll easily allow soaker hose to lay in there perfectly. I have my drainage holes in the bottom. Just tap this on the ground once, and make sure there's no PVC shavings in there. And this is the time when we put our stones and our soil in. So how I do this is I like a real small layer of stones in the bottom. These aren't any specific stones. They're called river pebbles. I just got them out of my garage. I didn't go buy them or anything. But they're about this size. Make sure everything's on camera. And I just want a real small layer of these stones to be in the bucket. So just enough to have the bottom of the bucket to be covered, and that'll allow good drainage as well. So now that that's in there, I can just get one of my garden soil, and I have this Miracle-Gro garden soil, and I want to make a small layer around, I'd say about 3 to 4 inches off that layer of stones. Put that in there and level it out. And because it's a bucket, or because it's a container, you just want to push down the soil. Make sure this is good. Make sure it's all good and packed down. And now we're going to want another layer, and then you can go 3 to 4 inches above that. So that's in, and you're going to pack that down. Just use your fist or your hand just to push that down. Make sure it's flat. Okay. Now you're going to put your next layer in. Above that. Okay. Pack that down now. Looks like we're just going to have enough to go out here. I'll just pour out the rest of the bag. Leave a little in there. And pack this down as well. And now, for your top layer, I'm not going to pack it down. I'm just going to pour it on top. Looks like I just came a little short, so I'm just going to pack this down. Like that. Let me get my second bag. And cut it open. And the there should be enough. And the spot where I want to go to is this line here. Alright. This line right there on your bucket. Which is, if you guys don't have those lines, it's 3 inches down. Break up all these big clumps. Just press it down a tiny bit. Alright, so all your soil's in. It's all set up. And this is the time when you're able to put your plants in if you choose to. And what kind of plant you want to put in there. So, yeah, it's easy as that. This is my first year of doing this, so this is all trial and error for me, making sure I have the good right setup. So today, after I get all these buckets done, I'm going to put my plants in, and as well as my cages, and soon I'll put the fence around there too, and I'll make an update video real soon on how they're doing and all that. So yeah, it's easy as that. I hope this video was helpful for you guys. And thank you for watching. Remember to comment, rate, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next one.